Here we are at the second round of finding out how quick our sentient VW Herbie actually is. Last week's round we were at Riverside, and this week we're at the tragic circuit, shall we say, of Paramount Ranch. Last week we managed to score a 9th position at Riverside, but because that was such a fast circuit and we're a little bit underpowered, even though we are a slightly upgraded version of our Porsche engine that was used during filming for the racing sequences. Hopefully this Titan technical circuit we should benefit from our nimble VW, and hopefully close down on our rival Peter Thorndyke and his E-Type, who won out last time. As we get all crossed up behind this Lotus 11 and make use of the hairpin at turn 11. Turn 10, sorry. And turn 11 is quite an important one because we need to get a good run, which we can definitely take that a lot faster than that. But these first few cars shouldn't be a problem, as we've done our usual pit lane start, as Herbie would do in the films, as he always turns up at the very last minute for one reason or another. But yes, Paramount Ranch, it's a fantastic road course, really is, especially in these sort of 50s and 60s cars. It's a load of fun, but probably like most people, probably haven't heard of it, Paramount Ranch. There's quite a few good reasons for that, which we'll get onto now. Like all the other film locations for the Love Bug, which are all based in California, obviously you had Riverside, Paramount Ranch, and the other two that are used for racing sequences in the films were Willow Springs and Laguna Seca, which will be our next two races. But yes, Paramount Ranch was just located outside Malibu, and it was one of the first purpose-built road racing courses in California during the 50s sports car boom. And the name Paramount comes from the film studio, which bought the plot of land for outdoor filming. And eventually they decided to build a racetrack which was ready to race in 1956. Quite a few big names did race here. Bob Bondron, Ken Miles, the usual big names for the USAC and the CSCC, and so we nearly go into the back of that Mustang for a double overtake on the Corvette in front, but luckily we all got away with that. Yes, as the racetrack started in 1956, unfortunately it did then eventually close in 1957. 1 year later. It only ever raced for 2 seasons, and unfortunately the reason was that it racked up so many deaths in such a short space of time. They ended up just closing the circuit. Even in the last race of 1957 at the circuit, 2 drivers died and 2 were critically injured. So that kind of, it finished where it set off, I think, unfortunately. But I'd say it is a brilliant circuit. I mean, turn 1, it's not a difficult one braking, but it does keep getting tighter. Then you go through 2 over the jump up the chicane, 3's fairly easy, a couple of bumps there you got to watch out for. Then you got the double apex at 4, which if you do line it up right, I can do flat out on this car. And although the AI are slightly hesitant. And then down to turn 5 for sort of the half hairpin, one of the tighter corners on the circuit. And then 6 really just sort of lines you up for 7, which again is another long left-hander that eventually tightens, which will then open out to 8. Which again, if you line it up properly, you get a really good run-off down towards 9, which I always take faster than you should, although with AI traffic I managed to get around it this time. And around turn 10, which is another one of the tighter corners, which leads you on to turn 11, which I do try and get a nice good run. I do run a little bit wide and I can probably carry a bit more speed, but then it sets you up for the half-mile straight of this 2-mile circuit. I mean, the location and the setting for this track is incredible. Certainly they don't make them like they used to. And again, you can sort of just imagine yourself, perhaps if I wasn't in a VW Beetle, and perhaps in like a Cobra up ahead, sort of really immerse yourself in the 50s era of sports car racing. So we come up to our first E-Type, and I think, yeah, I can spot Mr. Thorndyke up ahead, so hopefully we can claw back some points, as he did score a win for the first round. If you would like to watch that video, do click above. So we try and get past this E-Type. We should do it nicely into T10. The only problem is now you might be quicker in the corners against these current cars, but I'm going to struggle on the straight, although I get a good run, but I'm going to be outgunned here, and I'm going to have to sit in quite a large hole that car leaves ahead of me. Again, under braking we're fairly good. Turn 1 I don't tend to get perfect, but I'll try and get past this Cobra. I'd say the air are a little bit hesitant into turn 4, so I should be able to capitalise. I'm fairly sure that they would be able to make that flat out. I just think I need to look at the AI racing line. Right, let's see how far up we can head. It's only a 9-lap race, it's only a short sprint. I am aiming for a win, even though we did start from last, but because it is tight and technical, I should capitalise on that, because the next race will be Willow Springs, which is a rather fast circuit, so I might not do so well with that one, so I need to make as many points up as possible. And then the fourth and final round will be Laguna Seca, although I have something special for that. I won't say any more on that. Even in the short space of time that this track ran for, it did have many racing events crammed in. It had the Californian Sports Car Club, it had the United States Auto Club, it had a 100-mile stock car race, and you had all sorts of cars attending it. D-types, you had Porsche 550s, yeah, Jags, and during some of the races they took the opportunity to film some of the racing scenes for the movie The Devil's Hairpin, which I haven't seen. Just a fact I've picked up from my research, so I'd definitely like to have a look at that. Because at the moment I'm very much into my 60s, 70s car chase films, so The Driver, Bullet, Vanishing Point, two-lane blacktop. So I'd definitely like to do more SCCA style racing, be it the 50s, 60s, 70s, or all of the above. So we nearly go for the double overtake on the two Cobras, which I believe that is for third and second. I think we're up to third now. So let's see if we can get after that remaining Cobra up ahead. So get a good run around the outside. I don't know if we're going to be able to stick it down the inside. I think we're just going to tuck in. Try the old switcheroo, although I'm fairly far back. Oh, he parks it on the middle of the corner. I think I might have one or two more laps to go. Unless he's going to gap me here, I'm going to have to worry about the car behind. That seems to be just sitting there, so don't have to worry about losing third place. Through tricky turn 1, through the trees of turn 2, over the chicane, turn 3, going around the outside. I think if I line this up properly, I should be able to take this flat. There we go. I should gain me a lot of time on the car in front, because this might be the final lap I get a chance to go for the win. Cut the corner a little bit, but I need all the assistance I can get. Let's try and get a good run out of this corner. Yeah, always a little bit of traffic up ahead. That might just... Well, that's the best I've taken. Turn 9 into turn 10. A bit wide. Will the slap car intervene? Turn 11. I need to... Oh, he's gone wide. He's stuck behind him. Here we go. Do we have him? I have no idea. I need an instant replay of that. And there we have it. What a close result. That was an excellent finish. And if you look at the overall results, we can see it was a good day to be a Shelby Cobra. Very suited to this Paramount Ranch race circuit. And if we go to the overall point table, after 2 rounds, we're using the SCCA point system of 9 for a win, 6 for second, 4 for third, and then 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.